Good morning, chat. Hope everyone's doing awesome today. Let's see. I don't have specific plans today, so I think what we'll do, like we just got through with a lot of coding heavy stuff. So, first things first, per usual, we'll do some dailies. And after that, let's see. Is there any channel maintenance I specifically need to be doing? Which it seems to be fine. I've been neglecting Rumble big time. Like I know I started trying to set that up ages ago, and I've just been focused on the dev stuff and like not really wanting to work on that. Let's see. And I'm not starting today. Honestly, probably not touching that this week. We could do... depends on who's all around today. Today could be a fun day for just game dev discussion. Depends on how busy everyone is. Hello? Got a new one. Okay. Model Aka. How did I get this? Must have been quest related, because that's what all that page is, but alright. Let's see. Good. Oh yeah, I did promise we'd do event stuff. So off stream, I went ahead and did the first two parts of this event. And because they were awful. Like, it would have been awful viewing. Combat, though, a little better. When characters use elemental skills, they will gain additional scenic performance, which to increase performance level. Performance level higher. Gain increased defense. Additionally, if performance level is 3, character skill lightweight. So big defense boost. And the only defense scaling damage dealer I've got is Albedo. But I do have Yunjin, who will convert all of that defense into damage. I think she probably has a cap on how high that'll go, but it's fine. We'll have some fun with it. pair that with? Could do something like bars on here. Wanderer. Though this will burn through Yunjin stacks insanely fast. So that might not be bad. Well, we can try it. So team actually won't be using skills very often, will it? I could focus on skills to build up the meter first. Additionally, if your performance level is 3 when your character uses skill, don't know who would utilize that best. Let's just try this team, and we'll see what happens. I think my goal is going to be just spamming skills at the start to build up the meter. Okay, just skill. Okay, we're at 3. Now, pop, and just spam all the normals. Oh, son of a gun. Yeah, I messed that up. Okay, come on. Pop. Wonder what score I needed to get. No idea. Oh, not get that last kill. But we got gold. Okay, needed 5,000. Didn't do crazy good, but decent. Party set up. Crystallized reaction. And the performance level is that. Increase geo damage. Ew. Gross. Okay. I think the best bet is DPS Shalonen. Let's pair that with Raiden Shogun. That's going to do a bunch of off-field for me. No, my Shalonen's not really built for deep. See how it goes, and maybe it'll just work. It's not going to just work, but we'll try. And Zhongli. far as I know, that's the only way to get Geo Shred.
There is no escape.
Oh dear.
Bring it.
Is this working? I can't really tell.
Witness my great undertaking.
This is order.
Like, I'm definitely in DPS mode. I just don't know. Is it working? Doesn't really feel like it's working, but
Order guide you.
okay, we're in whatever the scenic performance thing. Okay, kind of working. Kind of. Not really. Like, I need to be doing way more damage to get, I assume 5,000.
Solidify.
Shine down.
Coming to beat.
Yeah, nope, we're not making it.
Have order. Crumble.
Illusion shattered.
Oh, one more. Nope. Not make it. Oof. That, not great. Alright. So, next option. I could just bring one of my DPS team. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because one, Albedo is trash. I'm sorry. If you were an Albedo lover, I understand. I also am a big fan of Albedo, but so bad. The Wonder could definitely still do it on his own, just ignore the buff. I feel like trying Cyno. Oh wait, we have Electro Slimes. Never mind, we're not doing Cyno. Kita could take out the Electros. Now let's just do Nuvolette. Safer bet. Okay, what's my Nuvolette team? My brain just died on me. I need Kazuha. Lonen. Let's swap on Urina instead of Child for this. Just because it's a bit more of an active playstyle, it's a bit more fun.
Let the mountain's veins boil. Shower me with
Pop.
praise. Hear the echoes of the
First.
valley. Bring it.
Yeah, can't actually use him for that. Come on. There we go.
Be sanctified.
And use her burst. Should be doing crazy damage now. Oh my goodness. Whoa! Was that legit?
Bring it.
What the heck just happened? That was like a 360,000. Since when can we do that kind of damage?
Let the mountain's veins boil.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Maybe it wasn't that high. Hold on.
Time to shine. Shower me with.
No, it was a 37,000. Okay, or 36,000. Okay.
As one with wind and cloud. Bow your head.
Man, still just barely scraping by. Alright. Hopefully we have a better challenge on this one. Some characters use elemental skill. Do that. Burning or Burgeon. Ooh. I have a team for this. Only thing I'm lacking is reapplication of Pyro. Okay. Let's do... Boop, boop. Who can keep up with Pyro application? Niche is a good option for this, but Oma is like the only choice. Okay, take out Nahida. We'll put on the trial Toma, because that'll be better than my Toma. We'll put there and is Dum 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 or Dum Dum is Dum Dum? Well, obviously Dum Dum is Dum Dum because Dum Dum is Dum Dum. Because Dum Dum is as Dum Dum does. Obviously. How's it going, Flavius? Okay, what is my rotation on this team? Okay, oh dear. I think Bennett, Toma, Emily, Kanich. I think that's the rotation.
Teamwork is tricky.
I got you covered.
Fresh and floral.
Locked up. Claim these souls.
Pop that. Get back here. Oh dear. No, 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 no. No. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Target acquired.
Where? Oh my goodness. Okay. Get burning going. First. First. Emily.
I got him cornered.
Adventure time.
Hey, Bennett. Skill not ready. Burst on Emily. Toma not ready yet.
Adventure time. Going in.
First here. Bennett. Burst? Nope, not yet. Toma burst. Emily burst.
Let's light it up. Teamwork.
Oop. Oh man, still just barely making it. Ah. Oh, I messed that up at the end. I kind of panicked because I was like, what do I do with 5 seconds left? Here at work, still got 3.5 hours to go. Nice. Not too much. Me, I'm doing awesome. Don't have a lot planned for today. I kind of wanted to take a short stream, or relatively short stream today. It's weird calling 3 hours a short stream, but it is what it is. Okay, elemental bursts. Energy recharge increases by a bunch. And burst damage is increased. Okay. My enemy list. Oh. We can do Sino! Oh, I'm excited about this. Give me my Sino team. Okay. I need Nahida. I need... I don't need Shalonen. Let's do... Oh, wait, no, Shalonen won't work. Oop. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Who do we bring instead of Shalonen? Who can buff for a long period of time? Fortunately, I think my only real option is Raiden Shogun. I don't have a good buffer for this team. I could try to bring Shalonen with these three, but I won't have a shielder. Also, I won't have reapplication of Dendro reaction. This team is just too well optimized. Only thing that would maybe make sense to swap out Raiden Shogun, but then Shalonen's in DPS mode. So that's my team. Do it. I've already spent so much longer than intended on this. Actually, Nahida's a bad choice. I just realized. Because this is wave clear, and Nahida doesn't get to reapply as frequently as I need for this. So I can put Shalonen on this team. Sweet. We'll see how well it works. Who knows, but
Taking a turn for the better.
Now you shall perish. Bring it. Letting grave names echo.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
oh yeah. Give me that damage.
Guilty. Your penance is due. Guilty.
I think I need to go into rotation. Yep.
Seems like an emergency.
Torn to oblivion.
Go ahead and spam bursts while putting skills out.
Mountains may spoil.
And burst. Let's go.
Guilty. Your penance is due.
Okay, we're ready for the next rotation. Oop. Spam the bursts. Okay, don't need burst now.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Dude, that is some hefty damage. Love it.
Guilty. Taking a turn for the better. Judgment is upon us. Their penance is due.
I'm not gonna lie, part of me just waits for his skill to be ready. Okay. Oh.
Through me, justice is served.
Oh.
Their penance is
Arg. I got that one last kill, but if the rotation had been like synchronized better with the stage, could have done a little better, but it's fine. We got all rewards, and that's what matters here. Dunzos! Event is over. There's probably a quest at the end of it, like there is with most of big events like this. But I will do that off stream. I will not bore you guys with cuts. And done there. We got check marks across there. And still got one quest there, but like I said, I'll do that offline. Ooh. By the way, Flavius, is there something related to game dev that you want to see today?
Add astro.
Because I did not come with specific plans today. I mean, we'll look at the board. If there's nothing that you want to discuss or look at.
Thank you for complete.
How to make pixel art water. Well, you're probably asking the worst person that question. Because there's sort of two different questions there, right? There is, how would Dum Dum make pixel art water? And alternatively, how should you make pixel art water? Because the way Dum Dum is going to make pixel art water for his game, I'm going to buy my water from this artist. That's the plan. Where's the summer set? There we go. Because this one has water. So the first thing, if I were going to try and do it myself, is I would take a look at actual water. So are you wanting like still water? Do you want flowing water? Do you want waterfalls? What are you looking for? Because a few different ways I would consider doing different aspects of it. Still water, but with some small weight. So are we thinking like a beachfront? Or are we talking like river rapids? Or just like river, like pond with ripples? He's like, this example seems to be more waves than you're describing, if I had to guess. Something like a beach, but I need it for a side scroller. Okay. And are you wanting to generate it yourself, or are you happy buying it? Because you're happy buying it, this is probably really easy. Generating myself. Okay. So let's first look at how other big games have done this. One example that we'll look at is definitely going to be Mario. But I think Kirby is going to have better examples. I did not expect there to be an actual Kirby Beach, so So when we're talking side scrollers, one thing to consider is what is the function of the water, right? Are you planning on the water being a hazard? Or is the water something that the player can traverse as well? Sudden death. Okay. So you don't even need the water to be see-through, right? Like, come on. Where's an excuse me. So, one way to do this is to literally not even have it on the same layer as the player. Like, in this example, I guess in this one they do both, right? So there's the background ocean, and you could animate that tile set, and then in the foreground they do transparency here. I don't think it's necessary. But as far as generating this, how would you go about it? Oh wait, I have it installed already. Or downloaded. Didn't install it yet. Where is my trial of acid? Windows. Why is it taking you that long to extract 7 megabytes? Oh, did I already extract it? Sure. I guess I already extracted it. Anyway. File move. 32 by 32. Sure. We'll include transparency. RGBA, that's fine. Okay. So let's start with just our water's edge, right? We want something kind of like this. We just always start simple and build your way up, right? Do I not have a fill tool? Guess I can just... Okay, so if we're just talking basics, there's your basic, right? But we can get a bit more fancy than that. And remember, I am no artist by any means. And I think there's a selector tool. Oh, my tools are on the right. Okay. Let's erase. Okay. Then selector tool. Oh. No transparency? That's fine too. So here's your most basic of water, right? Like, and we look over here in the preview and it looks okay. The way you would want to animate this is something along the lines of frame. So I'd want to take the peaks down. We lose 1 pixel there. Lose the top entirely. 1 pixel there. Let's repeat that change everywhere. Okay. Round that out. How do I set the playback speed on this? Okay, let's add another frame. The hotkey cut. Need a lot of that. Alt in. Okay. Then go ahead and take off that there, and round it out for you. Actually, let's just copy and paste that. That's not good. And actually, I should have just done a smaller sprite and let it tile on its own. But that's fine. Okay. Final sprite. Our final frame before we get the next set of waves generating. Oop. Okay, and how does that look? Not half bad. Now, what I effectively want is this same thing how do I reorganize that? No, seriously, how do I... How do I tell it go over to the right? That's not right. What does unlinking do? And I guess I can just do this. So for 5, I kind of want that, but that could be an interesting approach. But let's just do this for now. Since I'm not actually going to use this, I don't want to spend a ton of time on it. I am a monster. I made you do pixel art. You are correct. You are a monster. Well, that's not going to work. So I need to... How am I going to do this? Ah! Not going to look great. Because I didn't pay attention to my parity. So that's a problem. But... it's fine. It's fine. So just to save my positions, we'll put that there. Then I want to grab these shapes. Then 5, 6. Oh. Okay, that's kind of working. Go here and back to our big peaks. So how does it look so far? So we've got something happening here that's kind of interesting as a surface. Okay, after this, we need this frame repeated. Okay. And we'll need that frame here. Now, here we need this frame. Oop. And how do I delete this frame? Delete frame. So in the big view, it looks kind of weird, but I get a kind of watery effect going on. Please stop. It hurts to see you like this. You asked for this. But notice, I've got a kind of water effect going on. And there's almost certainly an easier way to do this. Like, I think, I mean, like, depending on how much effort you want to put into it, like, an 8x8 cell is going to be your easiest bet, right? But there you go. That's my attempt at water for a side scroller. I'm curious if they have an example of it tiled. Like, do they have a view where you can tile it? Tile in x-axis. Oh. Nice. It doesn't look half bad for a, like, 5 to 10 minute attempt. There you go. And let me see what you sent. That's significantly better than I did. Very nice. Now, bring that over here briefly. Ah, please work. There you go. Dude, that looks awesome. That's really great. Good job, man. Yeah, and a lot of this is going to be deciding what kind of look you want for your water, right? Yeah, I'm not saving that because I'm never putting that in a game. But there we go. It is saved in the VODs. What can we work on today? Because I'm not committing to getting that character into Godot. That would be a big task for the day. Start on it. But honestly, the main thing is going to be picking animations and rendering. That's going to take a hefty amount of time. Could start looking into particle effects. I know that's something I need at some point. I do need to find different sprite work for different attacks. That's something I'm still lacking, and like I don't have a good source for that. Let's see if Humble has a new bundle that might have something for us. Software. Very occasionally they have something that could be used. Sure. Small bundle. Then again, it depends on how many different tracks are in each of these collections. These are all, they sound all super chill, so just hear one.
Hi, this is Tim Camp for Native Instruments, and in this video...
Oh.
These are... To prevent the reverb from obscuring the dry signal, we turn down its wet level to -8 or so. We run this patch through
Wait, are
driver and
these?
choral to give it more grit and glossy stereo width.
Hold on, are these tracks or are these tools? Specialized instrument for easy trap the smoke-soaked atmosphere. Oh, I thought these are tools. And add gritty ambiance with the lo-fi flash sale button. Find plenty of presets, warp voices and add crunch. Oh yeah, these are tools. Oh, thank you. Big fat music bundle. I think I already own this bundle. And it's part of what you guys are listening to on stream. Yeah, I think some of these are probably different, but the majority of these I already own. But nothing pixel art-y. Let's test something. I wonder if I can use my sprite sheet add-on with something like particle effects. That could be interesting. So, go check out Unreal. Probably check out Fab. I checked out Epic's new store briefly for assets, and it seems decent. Searchability is not great, like you don't have tags yet, and it may never have tags. Oh. Hello. What is a decent particle effect? Let's go with fire. And I specifically want something free. Because we're just testing right now, right? Ooh, hello. What format do you come in? Unreal. Okay. Here's a question. Where is the Unreal only indicator? Author? Where is the author? I don't love that. Interesting. Marketplace. So is the marketplace just gone now? That's different. All right. Oh yeah, we have 3 games maybe. I know the one coming up is Ghostwire Tokyo. What's the current one? There we go. Oh yeah, we were on Moving Out. Okay. Guess I logged in. No. Add to my library is not gonna work. Blargity blarg blarg. What was my password for this? Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no no no. That's not good. I have no idea what password I use. Oh, apparently I figured it out. Okay. Hold on. Gotta pull up my work email. Oh wait, my work email's on the other phone. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I don't know if there's anything you guys could do with this, so I'll just do it off stream real quick. Oh. Thank you. Tab in user license agreement applies. Your certain assets available through the online blah blah blah. Epic, we are referring to the Epic entity for your region. Okay, so they haven't even changed the name Epic Marketplace in their TOS. So content is purchased or acquired. We mean that a license to the content is acquired by you. Each time you complete a transaction or do this agreement, content licensor. Content may be on different license tiers. Standard license, except as stated in section 2C. When you complete a transaction for the license tier, you are eligible for the content licensor grant. Or the content licensor grants you a standard license defined in 3A. Okay, let's find section 3. Non-exclusive, non-transferable license to privately use play. Wait, privately? This means that as long as you are not violating this agreement, such as by using the content violation of any applicable law, you can privately use the content however you want under standard license. Section 4 and 5 address when and how you can. Okay. Have the opportunity to download content. We do not guarantee that we will continue to host said content. How can a 4. How can you share projects? You may only distribute those projects as expressly permitted under this agreement. Distribute means with respect to a project to provide or otherwise make a copy of the project available publicly or to any other person or entity to make the project's functionality available on a or make the project available on a network. Subject to any applicable restrictions in section 6, you may freely distribute the project. That is a rendered linear media product. Rendered video, images created using content. But project doesn't specify non-linear media. You may not and may not permit others to combine, distribute, or otherwise use content licensed. Okay, don't sub-license. General restrictions. For any content licensed under the standard license, you may not attempt to reverse engineer, blah, blah, blah. Sell, rent, lease, transfer, allow any third party to incorporate content into their own products. Okay, where is the question of nonlinear media? If under a standard license you develop projects that 1. Are made using the content, or 2. Combine the content with any other software or content, regardless of how much or how or little of the content is used, collectively projects, you may only distribute those projects as expressly permitted under the agreement. Distribute means with respect to a project, provide or otherwise make a copy of the project copy of the project available publicly or to any other person or entity, or make the project's functionality available on a network. I don't think this allows me to make games. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, this is brand new as of October 1st, so let's take a look-see here. No. 'Contributing other projects. This is section C. Subject to any applicable. So hold on. Four C is what I want to see, I think. Okay, so projects, linear media, great. Other projects subject to any applicable restrictions in section 6, which is the redistribution stuff. You may distribute a project that incorporates content as an included dependency to end users. When you make such a distribution, you may, however, only authorize end users to make use of content solely as incorporated in the project in object code, and you must restrict end users from extracting or otherwise using content outside the project. So, worth noting, this is a little fuzzy with one particular topic, screenshots, because there is very little that anyone can do, assuming you're making a video game, to prevent someone from taking screenshots and replicating an asset, right? Like, nothing you can do. You may use third parties to market and distribute a project on your behalf in accordance with this agreement. This means, for example, you may distribute software applications that include content to the general public, whether directly by you or through a distributor or publisher. You and your end users may also use the content as incorporated into the project and promotional materials featuring the project. 2. Develop systems to protect against prohibited content or activities. Okay, so yes, you can make games with it. Library. Here's... There we go. Oh, is Fab directly integrated into Unreal Engine now? Okay. See what happens. And we'll add this to exporter, I guess. Add to project. So I'm hoping these are just models with meshes, animations, just like the characters we've been using. Why did that not work? Okay. Unreal Engine, let's go! I wonder what I'm going to be able to do with this. Because I have not looked into this as a concept at all. Hopefully, My add-on still works for this. And hopefully I can just export these as FBXs. Like, with what I know of animation, the way I would try to tackle creating these is I'd make a 3D model and apply a material with a whole bunch of transparency. I think that's how I would do it. But let's see if that's how it's done. Well, there we go. Ooh, what are particles? That. How do I use it? Go with something a bit more simplistic. Shooting star effect. So you only play once? All right. All right, let's asset export. How? Huh. All right. So these are T3Ds, whatever that is. So that seems like a data file. Maybe I don't need to use it. Because I've got meshes. Let's start with our meshes. Okay, that's a very, very tiny tornado. Okay, and I want to apply a texture to it. Oh, I don't think that's what I wanted. You got the water, just have to animate it? Nice. And depending on how you are generating that, one option for animating is literally just have it move to the right 2 pixels over the course of two frames, and have it move back to the left by 2. It's a very, very lazy way to do it, but it can be effective. One example of that. I believe they did that in this game. Maybe not in this particular spot. But they use that kind of effect in a few different places. Not side-scroller, but it's another useful example. This is actually a game I've wanted to feature on stream, but I still need to, like, hook up my SNES to get all the files off of it that I need to be able to legally run emulators and stuff. No fun trying to set all that up. Anyway. Oh, speaking of backups and like of old games and stuff. So there was a recent ruling. Was it an FTC ruling? Court ruling, game archival. Oh, it was the US Copyright Office. So there was an attempt to push for the ability to set up digital libraries of old games that are no longer in print, right? And it failed. The US Copyright Office said no, and their justification for it was people might use those games recreationally. Well, yeah. Last I checked, people go to libraries and check out books recreationally all the time. This to me is a huge loss. And honestly, I would try pushing in a lawsuit against this, and I think the tactic I would want to use in the lawsuit is sue public libraries. Like, pick a prominent public library, maybe even Library of Congress, right? And sue them on the basis of some people who check out books are doing so recreationally rather than for research purposes. Like, as a general example, if I'm going to go check out what's the actual book Game of Thrones is based on? Can't think of the name. Game of Thrones. Song of something? Song of Ice and Fire. There we go. So, like, someone going to the library and checking out Song of Ice and Fire, something tells me the vast majority of people doing that are not doing it for research purposes. I would say the vast majority of people checking that out are wanting to read it for entertainment, recreational use. Well, the US Copyright Office has decided that libraries and archives and museums are not allowed to lend out things for recreational use, which is insane. And more insane is, so the basis that they could also be going on for this is the idea that by lending out a quote digital copy, you are generating new copies, right? Again, this is something that libraries violate all the time. My university library provided digital copies of tons of books, right? And in reality, their only way of checking that I wasn't making copies myself was trusting me, right? Like, I access a copy, just trust me, bro, I deleted it. Like, this, I would assume that the organization that was pushing this is going to seek alternate remedies. At least I hope so, right? Ooh, fancy. Open. Very cool, man. File. Also, what do you mean you're not doing transparency? You've got transparency right there. So the lazy way of doing animations for this that I wanted to mention. Ah, you meant the water? Like down here? Okay. Like partial transparency. Okay. Oh, I have made it way too big for demonstrating what I wanted to. What is this pixel size? Oh boy, those are huge. They're 10 by 10s. Okay. So, resize 10%. Please tell me you did not blur. I think you blurred, but it's fine for what I'm trying to demonstrate. Yeah, hold on. What size is this thing? 64 by 60. Okay. Don't save that. So what I wanted to do is, oop. What? That's not what I wanted. Now I think 3 frames there. 2 frames there. Now I'll move over 1 more. What does that look like? Got it. And let's do 1 more. Okay, and boot. how do I get it to animate the way I want it to? I think that'll look well. So, like, here's a super lazy way to do a water animation. And, like, I think I'd actually want to slow it down even more. But it's a thought. Like, I don't like it. I understand that. There we go. And because I hate myself, I'm gonna make myself suffer. I understand. But yeah, for anyone out there looking for a super easy way to do this, hold on. One of these is... There we go. I think that's what I was going to go for. And in reality, if you were animating this, you would not be adding additional frames at this stage. In engine is where you would change the amount of time on each frame. Let's... Child... And I think it's a pretty effective visual. For how quick and effortless that was, that I think it's pretty decent. And too static for my taste. Oh, I get that. I'm just demonstrating a method for doing this that can be easier for someone like me who doesn't know how to do artwork and has no skills in that area. So that's obviously wrong. How do I apply these correctly? You also don't have art skills. That's obviously untrue based on the stuff you've already sent me. How do I export this in a reasonable way? Actor. I want to say there was an actor. Unreal Engine export particle. That a thing you can. I don't think Blender can take a was it a T3D file? I'll look, but I'm guessing that's not a thing. You need a lot of references to spit something out. I'm pretty sure most artists do that. Import object by STL PH. No, it's not there. All right. Import 3D. Oh. File. Okay. And this is distributed under what license? License. Thought I saw MIT briefly, but nope, I think I was just wishfully hallucinating it. Maybe the README will specify something. Is there a plugin for Blender to import TV? No. Simply convert all brushes you'd like to edit. Static mesh. Export it as OBJ. Import the OBJ into Blender. How do I convert mesh? Unreal Engine convert particle to static. Probably be using sequencer to be creating these things. Add lifecycle track. That sound I want. Trying to convert a smoke effect into static mesh so I can place it as an actor in a scene. Oh no. You can just put particle effects as actors, so that's the answer you're gonna get. All right. There's a lot that goes into Unreal Engine export particle as FBX. Maybe there's way to go. Well, that's obviously wrong. Right click the file in the content browser and or my I did that. These are all Unreal asset files, so that's not gonna. Load. Blueprint. The only option is Unreal Object. Export render. Maybe OBJ file? Export a particle data from an particle data node. Custom. Right. Oh my goodness. I'm so ready for campaign season to be over so I can stop seeing these stupid ads. Go. Can I skip yet? No. Select the object that contains particle system. We're planning to export files, export. Right. Oh. This is... He's in Blender right now. Dang it. Do I export particle systems? Kill. Or import particle system. Or. Import 3D. Made a blueprint pre-tab building in 5 and 1 2 3 top. I don't know that word. It in Blender. Really don't want to have to start again in Blender from all the little modular. Overbly. BPL3, that should be fine for usage purposes. Need to make sure I don't use any of the code. Blender import script for Imagine. Pulse. DDD files. Files via up. How do I input? Oh, but for realsies, how do I? Operator for that. How do I actually use you? He'll be in the book here. File import. I don't think that's gonna actually work. It would be illegal without an agreement. What? How can I import OBJ level map, that tech demo level editor? I know Unreal Gold editor has an eye patch. Redesign level editor interface. don't want to shoot down from trying. But I don't think that Old Unreal's place... That is Old Unreal's place, as it's outside the criteria of the site. Importantly, JJ3D never finished, so I think it's profoundly unlikely it will ever happen, like I said countless times. Bruh. Simply convert all brushes you like, edit, Blender to static mesh. Export as an OBJ. Thanks. How to convert brushes. Can't import maps into Blender. Select all brushes. Brushes you like to convert to static mesh. Right click. Selected brushes and convert static mesh. What? What is a brush? First of all. Engine, what is a brush? Tool used to create and modify levels, landscapes, terrain. Conceptually, it is best to think of a geometry brush as filling in and carving out volumes of space. How is that? We've converted it into a static mesh into level. Browser. Converted the OBJ file into Blender and made your adjustments. Not really telling me how to do what I want to do. Ooh, brushes. Brushes tutorial. UE5. Excuse me again. Okay. Okay, so I need to be in a level. Brushes. Ah. A blueprint. All right. How do I know what that thing is? File. My level that this one? Yep. Yes. Let's see what this thing is. It's an emitter. All right. Sure. V5 export emitter. Right click on your emitter, or export it. Not a thing, as far as I can tell. Proper way of doing this: select the particle system in the browser you want to copy. Go to the particle editor that contains the particle you want to copy from. Select export emitter. How do I get it back? Back. Port Hall? What does that do? Particle system now copied to the particle system selected browser. Oh, but that doesn't actually export it from Unreal Engine. From Unreal to Maya, that might help me. Bake your simulation to a flipbook texture and import that in Maya. Can't be exported. Okay. Unreal Engine 5. Render Niagara simulation as flip. Niagara VFX simulations is good. Book. Dude, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Also, is this even a Niagara simulation? I don't know. How do I do this? Enter as flip. Baking fluid smoke using on. Unreal Engine has baking sim. Don't need to use any other software. Good, we've got more ads. Love it. Remember when on YouTube you'd get an ad like every couple videos? Or way back when you get an ad every like 5 videos? Those were the days. How to bake. Oh no, don't tell me that. So he's starting with a Niagara system. I'm not positive that this is a Niagara system, though. 2E5 render emitter. Sprite? Sprite emitter. On if so, having a way to do this would dramatically improve my options for particle effects. Not even particle effects, just packs. Screenshot? F9 keep file in after screenshot current render each frame of not each from frame. Crazy triple rendering cloths and rooms and render queue. I'm beginning to think this is just not doable. Still don't have something that says what this is. Welcome back. What is this thing? Like, that's the thing that's still bugging me. Like, if I toss this guy out here, it says it's an emitter. Okay. Bake emitter as mesh. See, and then static mesh, animate 1000. Chat, I think I might be in over my head.
Hello and welcome to Aggressive Master.
How does one bake? Teach me how to bake, sir. A world. Cool. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know what you are, but I don't like it. Oh no, that looks like a blueprint, which means it's not going to help me. Okay, we're going to have to find a different way to test this approach. But And this is actually something I'm gonna have to be really worried about with trying to get assets in Unreal. Because it is really cool how the lighting effect applies and all that stuff. Like, I love that effect, but not something I can use. Alright. Tools. Fab. Let's talk. Let's just get a fireball if I can. Okay, pixel art fireball. Price. Sale. Oh, no, no. Let's just sort by lowest first. Nothing free there. That doesn't sound right. Fireball. There's gotta be a free fireball somewhere, right? No. Lightning. Well, this comes as a GLB. Blender. Import. Interesting. What? How would I actually use this thing? Nation, action, editor. There are no actions. How do I use you? Would the idea be that I literally just display this for a split second? I don't like that. I mean, I know I search for free stuff, but let's see. Fire. Didn't find anything that I wanted there, but useful particle effects, but it's only Unity, so not useful for me. Unreal, so I'm guessing it's a simulation. Let's just try Itch.io. Heck. 3D. Let's only look at free stuff for now. Lasers, okay. And you really don't want to make it easy for me to test this. Like, I just want to find some sort of 3D particle effect, like these, that's free, so I can just test this methodology. Methodology, the right word. I think I'm using a longer word than I need to. System of methods, particular area of study. Yeah, not methodology, just method. This method. There we go. Pro tip for anyone in communication. Don't use big words if you don't have to. I'm big time guilty on that. I'm trying to get better. So X. Gotta be something, right? Something. Nothing free. Free. 3D spell X. Hey. Start is free to all members of the Free Forever plan. Let's... Wow, that's just... I got to see so much there. Free forever. This site seems like garbage. Not what I'm looking for. forbidden for teams and studios. Must earn under 200,000 a year. Okay. Why are you making this difficult for me? Internet, please. If I recall correctly, this site is kind of wonky. Fireball. Are not at all what I'm looking for. Animated. Okay, that's something. These don't have much transparency, if any. That one's $30. Free. Hey, hey, hey. Can I download? No. Ah, please wait. Guess I'll get the blend file? Are you serious right now? So tired making accounts on every website that exists. Okay. Those look great. Where are they? Apparently I'm registering for yet another. Ugh. So there's so there's no way to like actually get a free thing to test with. Dude, this is awful. Like not having an option. Not free, there you go. Another way to access? Cool. blah blah, but I don't know how to. They are free, you just make an account, you don't have to pay, just for any paid. Not see a way to do that. How do I register without paying? Oh. Like, if I knew that I could use these, great. But I have no indication that this will work for me. Like, can I get a sample before paying you money? Probably not. Yeah, this is one of the logistical things that, for whatever reason, a lot of companies just don't take into consideration. I don't get it, guys. Like, you are providing assets for people to incorporate into their games. They want to know that they'll actually be able to use the product before paying you money. Gray magic spell effects. Again, production crate. This is such a pain. That's sound effects. Action VFX. This one I already looked at, right? Access now. Fine, let's do it. So sick of signing up for everything, dude. Started. Signing you up. Great. Awesome. Before you done last, I ask you a few questions to ensure we assign you the correct license. Start. Who will be licensed to use files downloaded from VFX? Right now only. So let's just see what it does if I do this. Not qualify for the startup license if company revenue. That. Wait, what? Agree and provide licensee info? Full commercial rights for one company covers all its artists. Oh. Before I provide you all my info, I want to try one. Please. Download as. Just me. No, only I have access to the files. Dude, I'm not providing you all this private information, or I guess public information, before I even get to test if this will work for me. Like, did it even say the file format? That's a question. So these are 2D effects if I'm reading this. What is that? Video compression format. Okay. So they're 2D, which means it won't even test the thing I'm trying to test. But it's great. Yeah. On Unity. Okay, let's just go through our asset stores and maybe I'll find something. Oh, okay. No result. Any of this happening. Okay, this asset store has nothing like that, I guess. Right? Has minimal models. Okay. Open game art. Or 3D art. VFX. Unity. That's it. Zeros. No harm in downloading it. Yeah, it's a Unity package. Dang. Gotta be something, right? Fire. right? Download as a blend file, but it's right. Okay. Something's happening. Whoa. Oh heavens. All right. You know what? For the rest of stream, since this is not going anywhere fast, rest of stream, we're gonna just play some Ghostwire Tokyo. Because this is just clearly not working. Yeah, I'll probably have to just purchase 2 VFX, which I know those will work, but it would have been really nice to see what I could do with 3D effects. And maybe we'll spend some time on probably Saturday this week. Or this weekend. Maybe we'll be able to figure out something. Because I feel like if I could just get it to load into Blender, any of these effects, it would convert reasonably well. Whoa. Why's that building so? That's just neat effect. Alright. What were we doing again? Side quest, that's what we're doing. And I think what I'll do is just anything on my way to a side quest, I will loot the collectible. Same way kind of the same way we've been doing. Just, I'm gonna try to be a bit more focused. Sometimes when this game starts up, there's like a delay on input. And then it goes away shortly after. Like, I don't really understand. Tengu? Tengu. There we go. Huzzah! Money! Wait. Why not have prosperity equipped? I do. But those give more money. Oh well. You done, son? Oh, I never did clear out this building, did I? This place has tons of stuff. This is the big construction building that I kept avoiding earlier on. Yeah, here's the construction yard that we cleared up for. Collectible. Done. Really want to fight these straight up. Hello. Come on. Get it? Oh, no, you don't. Don't you dare hide over there. That'll work. Kind of collectible. Did I miss? Seriously, what? I got the collectible that's like right here. But I am in a perfect spot to do this. So thank you. Okay. Think I see it. Nope. Weird. These are not places I can enter. They're like a tunnel. Oh, I think there is. No, I'm thinking of a different spot. Also, I might be thinking of a different game. Dude, I am so confused. Break these just so I stop mistaking them for something. This it? Yep, there we go. That'll do. Get over here. Perfect. Hello. And goodbye. Oh, cat. There we go. Super Shinji. I'm not familiar with Super Shinji. Ah, there you are. Good. I think I've cleared this place out now. Yes. Hello, sir. You're having a bad day? How can I fix that? Oh, that's just blocking you. Okay. See if we can line up a multi-kill here. Because there's a lot of people down there. Okay, you didn't let me do the thing. That's fine. Hello, witchy woman. Two down. And we're done. Oh, no, no, no. I someone here. Good enough. Guessing collectible is inside the office building. That's probably the collectible. Hello? Okay. Whew. Gotta love that water damage. I feel like I remember this building. You know what? Fine. Do this. That could have been so much cleaner. Oh well. Good? Oh. Okie dokie then. A weird mirror. Alright. I am definitely missing something in here. Search for clues about people praying. Okay, so there's definitely a room downstairs I've somehow missed. Oh. Literally right there. There we go. Collectible found. Japanese doll might be the least inspired name we've seen yet on an item. But I suppose it is accurate. If imprecise. Good. Good. Leave now. Small business owner. Okay. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Hey, extra spirits. Heal up some. See a hidden collectible over here. And a shrine? Ooh, a fire shrine. Once I have enough of those, I may actually try using fire. But with so little ammunition for it, it's really hard to justify. Ah, right, there we go. AK's investigation note. There we are. You got him. Whoa, how did we get all those skill points? When did that happen? Guess I'll just start spending. Faster draw speed, if I ever do need that. Sure. Having a dodge is nice. And stealth, sure. Okay. Oh right, I was gonna do a hyakoyaki. Let's do that. They primarily show up at big intersections. Let's just see if I have a free one right now. Okay, what about the other way? Ooh. Hello. I'm gonna have to spend so much to find those. Because I am awful at spotting them. I remember where one of the parade locations. Sure. Okay, this is a not friendly place. Son of a gun. Oh, okay. That's not good. Erg. Woohoo! Okay. Calm down. Hey there, Reaper's Reel. And... I need upgraded wind damage. There's just no choice. Oh, I have it. Is this your game? Nope. I'm done with dev for the day. How much health do you have, lady? Apparently enough to use up all of my ammo. Oh my goodness. That's nonsense. Okay, here's what we're doing. Come on. Okay, there we go. Hold on, chat. I don't want to lose this again. I was gonna say, come team up with me on a very large project. I'm not entirely opposed to that idea. What's the project? What's the team size? Unreal Engine 5? Okay. That is not a project description. Just you at the moment? Okay. Well then, it can't be too big a project, right? And you did a wave animation. Want to see it? Yes, of course I want to see it. Where is the place I'm looking? Here? I don't think this is right, but I'm gonna test it. Okay. Yeah, just let me know when it's there and I'll bring it up on stream. I believe Yakoyaki can spawn over there. Yes. So I was actually pretty close in where I was guessing. Robust multiplayer system that supports seamless teamwork between 4 Marines per zone. This includes features such as squad-based communication, synchronized actions, and player progression. Okay. What is the pitch? Like, what's the byline? What's going to make you stand out against all of the other squad-based shooters? Because, pro tip, squad-based shooters is a saturated market. Oh my. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just peace out for a second. Let them de-aggro, and I'll do stealth. The way the campaign is, you have to disarm Russia and other countries from starting a nuke war. Define disarm. Because nuclear disarmament is not typically a squad-based thing, it is typically a political thing. I was hoping for a Hyakuyaki, but like my dreams have been dashed. Okay, let's fight the mermaid. Now we fight the mermaid? Ooh. Dicey. Finally. Yeah, I know, but Russia stole launch codes and you have to get to them before they can blow up the United States. So the story is that Russia stole US launch codes and is going to use US launch codes for US nukes to nuke the US. You do realize Russia has nukes, right? Like, they have their own nukes. They don't need ours. Like, if Russia wanted to nuke us, they could do it right now. So why would Russia care to have US launch codes? Also, it's not like having launch codes lets you launch nukes as well. Like, I think your story idea might have some holes in it. Still trying to iron it out. So far, what you've pitched is something that I can guarantee is not going to get eyes on it. There's just not enough there, right? And it's not unique. So I think the thing to start with is figure out what makes your game unique. What do you want to do that's different from the stuff that's out there? Like Rainbow Siege does squad-based shooter really, really well. Why would someone play your game as opposed to that? And I think if you can answer that question, you'll have a better idea of what kind of game to make. Does that make sense? Like, for my game, I saw a gap in the market. There's a type of game that I would like to play, but it just doesn't exist. And it's a game that plays like a roguelike battle arena style game, so like a Vampire Survivor, but with persistent features. Like, I want to remove the roguelite aspect of it. Kind of want to do what Black Ops 6 did, then make it more advanced. That's a tall order, my dude. Like, Black Ops made by a major studio, they have tons of resources. Trying to outdo that is probably not within the wheelhouse of an indie group, right? Like, I don't care how good the indie group is, you're probably not going to outclass that studio on that. So the goal in any video game for an indie developer needs to be a unique pitch, not necessarily doing generic shooter better than all the studios that do generic shooters, right? This a spot for Yakuya? Pretty please. Where is my Yakuya? There you are. Finally. Gimme. Excuse you. There we go. Much better. Hello. Last one. Oh no! Going with these bad men? Where is he? Good. No! There we go. That's better. Still not doing great. Are you the last one, I wonder? Nope, nope. Oh, there's two of you. Don't love that. Whoop. Okay. Hold on. As long as I have one less to deal with, I'll be much better off. Okay. And we're good. Okay. Telephone. Where are you, telephone? Okay. One this way. Kinda wish I could build the game from Free Guy. Maybe do a big... I'm not familiar with Free Guy. Also, wave animation. Ooh. Fancy. Very cool, man. Very, very cool. But I thought you wanted small waves. They're not small. They're massive by the look of it. Oh dear, there is a collectible somewhere randomly in this area. Outside the radius. Times change? Apparently. That's a cat, that's not a collectible. Spirit Dongo. Phil, where are the people? What do you mean? Where are all the people in this game? Evil force has taken over the city and has separated people from their bodies. So like all the floating spirits you see, that is all the residents of the city, and I'm like shipping them back to their bodies. Hello, Tanuki. You are, however, not the thing I was primarily looking for. Oh, that it? Is that it? No, it's just a melon. Oh, a beetle. Hello. Japanese rhinoceros beetle. And you know what? Go ahead and get the black rim glass. We're in the neighborhood. Tengu. Two? There we go. Oh, hello. Okay. Do I not have those beads equipped? Oh, I can't have them because I know what I already have equipped. That's why my wind was doing so little damage. I don't know why I thought it was equipped when I looked at it before. There they are. Oh, we got one more. Okay, just a couple more spirits, and that's where I'll call strength. Oop. Ooh, hello. Hello, Batman. In this game, I am a dude. And I have been possessed by the spirit of another dude who has magic powers. He is an Onmyoji, practitioner of Onmyodo, which roughly translates to some combination of wizard and or priest. Not to be confused with something like a shrine maiden, which is almost strictly analogous to a priest. And this will be a good spot to save because we got a quest right here lined up for next time. But everyone in chat, remember to get your votes in on what game we should do for Halloween. Because the next stream we do is going to be a strictly gaming stream with some variety of Halloween horror-y gamey goodness. Let's see, where are the current votes at? Discord? There we go. For the sake of entertainment, this shark third option? Right. I feel like Chompy wrote in the wrong channel. All right. So just barely in the lead is Dead by Daylight. And following close by is Baby Blues Nightmares and Visage. So be sure to get your votes in. I will be calling the poll probably either tonight or tomorrow night. I have let's see, tomorrow night is Wednesday. That leaves me Thursday to set up. And then I do have to decide when it's happening. Can I change my vote? Sure. Why not? Vote however you choose, sir. Oh heavens. Oh dear. Well, thanks to Flavius, Visage is now in the lead. Which, while that might be good for my wallet because I already own the game, it's really bad for my heart. Anyway. Another thing you guys should maybe do, and I'll mention it here. Also, would you all prefer a midnight or a late night stream on Thursday, or keep the regular schedule on Friday? Or do it on the regular Friday, but a long one? Like, I'll do several hours regardless of which one. Is it scary? Yes. Visage is quite scary. I guess I'll show them off again for anyone who wasn't here when we looked at them last time. So, Visage trailer. Here is Visage. Oh! Dirty laundry on the floor? It's horrifying. Hold on. Have I played this? Because that living room looked very familiar. No, I haven't played this. Why would you continue opening that door? I like what I see. Well, I'm glad you do. Wait. So that actually looks super familiar. Oh, I have played this. I'll still keep it on the list, but just be aware, like, I have played this before, though it is a longer game, so we will not finish it on stream. The mortuary assistant trailer. Yeah, okay. So since I've played that before, it is going to be less scary for me.
I know it's late, but we just got 3 new cadavers, and no one else can make it in right now. I was hoping
The stream will end when the game will end. No. No. So here's another game that's an option. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh, I hate all of it.
I suffer no bondage but this rotting, weak, pathetic corpse.
Oh, okay.
Look at me!
No. Ooh. I don't know if my heart can take this one.
Pitiful flesh I am service to. But this body is...
But I put it on the list, so if you guys pick it, I'll play it.
I have my prize.
Oh, why did I put that on the list?
Hello,
Okay.
hello, and welcome back.
Okay. What was the next one on the list? Baby Blues Nightmares. Can we do multiple votes? Sure. Vote however you choose, sir. Leave it up to paying subscribers if there's a tie. Coin flip. Now I'll ask the paying subscribers, and they'll get to decide. There's like a separate channel for the people who donate to the channel.
If you haven't heard of it yet, stay tuned.
That one did not show much of the creature. Like, it's not obvious to me that that one's scary. I think this is the one we saw last time that... Nope, that's the same one. What I'm trying to... I guess you'll just have to take my word for it that it is very terrifying. Is there a gameplay trailer? That'd be awesome. Oh, that looks like maybe the one.
On Miro, teams work faster on the new innovation workspace.
Damn it, ads, go away.
On Miro.
Look how much you've grown.
Just like your...
Oh, don't like that.
Are you excited to meet new friends, Aiden?
Huh, none of these are showing the gameplay that's like really, really scary. Maybe they, okay. Anyway, let's see. Phasmophobia is a squad-based paranormal investigation game. Okay, advertisements. Now this is one, if you guys in chat own this, we could play together.
I've arrived at the location.
It is not strictly a VR game. It has a VR mode. I prefer non-VR for it. One, I think I'd literally die of a heart attack if I tried to play it in VR. Show some of the scary stuff.
Around with the UV lights, but anything out of...
Is anyone in this room? Can you give me a sign? Got a reading on the spirit box.
All right. It looks like we're dealing with a spirit.
Are you going to show a hunt in this trailer? Pretty please. Okay. What kind of gameplay trailer for Phasmophobia doesn't show a hunt? Like, hunts are a core mechanic of the game, where the ghost decides it's gonna just kill you now. Oh.
Hello?
Keep your eyes peeled. I've got
This is starting to freak me out.
I have to regroup. Get back together right now. It's hunting us.
No, no, no!
What happened? What happened?
I like the ghost writing on the ceiling of 1 to 4 player co-op. Oh. Oh, it's a very organic kind of game where, like, you just have to figure out what's going on in each investigation. And then your goal is to figure out what kind of ghost is haunting. And finally, Dead by Daylight. I've never played that before. It's squad-based game, 1v5, or 1v4, sorry. One person is the killer or monster of some variety, and the other 4 are trying to escape.
Remember when we first
And you got like map objectives and stuff.
just sitting there.
As the killer, your objective is to take everyone out and put them up on hooks. As the survivors, you have to usually, I think, power up generators. It may only be generators. And, yeah. You're not going to show gameplay, are you? Yeah, it's all pre-rendered nonsense on that. Gameplay trailer? Apparently they're not going to show gameplay trailer. So let's just do gameplay. Okay, here's the normal mode. And that totem. Don't get caught by the killer. I'm pretty sure that was the killer right next to her. No, that's another survivor. You can like work together to repair things faster. Come on, let's get the killer over here. In red there is the killer, by the way. So the one issue I've had with this game is any gameplay I've ever watched of it, if the survivors really know how to coordinate, there's very little the killer can do. Going to get... Man, this is not good gameplay to show off the game. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, you're just... That... Wow. This is a really boring match. We get something interesting going on. Also, any time a player's been killed, other players can go resurrect them. I think there might be a limit on it, though. Please tell me that... Okay, good. If that had worked to get her... There we go. And that's where you know you've lost. Oh. Goodbye. And that's how the survivors lose. If the killer can get every single person on a hook. There you go. That's the games up for vote for what we're going to do on Halloween. I will leave it up to the audience. And if you haven't already, please join the Discord and you can vote as well on what we're going to play. Anyway, that, folks, is where I'm calling it for today. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. And if you did, please consider checking out my Ko-fi, link in the description, and donating to support the channel. You'll get access to exclusive roles in the Discord, as well as dev tools I've produced to help with game development. But above all that, I hope y'all have a fantastic day. Take care, everyone.